Guess what, guys? We still broke up. The relationship still broke. Everything scattered. We still broke the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And if you're just tuning in for the first time, welcome as well. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to do so. And if you haven't viewed my previous videos, please make sure to check them out. Give them a thumbs up if you like them. And subscribe, guys. All right, I'm gonna go straight into the story time and a little bit of chit chat. All right, guys, stay tuned. Okay, so just like the title of this video, you should kind of know what we're talking about today. So like someone asked me the advantages and disadvantages of meeting your partner's parent. When is the appropriate time to meet your partner's parent? And you know, what do you think? Is there a particular time one should introduce their partner to the parent, or just do it whenever you feel like? Drop it in the comment section and let us interact. All right. So basically, I was dating this guy back in, university, and I was in Nigeria. And we was going real smooth and stuff like that. Everything was fine. He was okay. He was doing good, I was just a novice in school, and he was already like advanced and stuff like that. And he kept telling me how much he liked me and all of that thing, and my head was swelling, and I was like everywhere, butterflies flying here and there, and I was just having fun. So, I mean, he sounded like he meant good and all of that. And so along the line, he introduced me to his mom. And that was, I would say, after a year end. Like, we've been talking the whole time, but like after a year, he introduced me to his mom. I spoke with her on the phone. We talked here and there, and she liked me. Like, she instantly liked me. And, in my head, I have met my mother-in-law to be, I was so excited about the whole thing. Like, oh my God, she likes me, like after the phone call, she was like, I love you. And I'm like, oh, I love you too, Mom. So I was blushing and stuff like that. And so, that kind of gave me some sort of assurance, like assurance and stuff like that. And so we kept going, and I can remember when I traveled to Nigeria, I had to go visit her. He was actually in another state where he worked, but I still went to visit her. He gave me her address, her phone number, and everything. I went to visit her, and she really welcomed me really nicely. Made like special dishes for me and my friend, because I went with my friend and stuff like that. See, that was so sweet. I mean, like, that's my husband already. What are you guys saying? I felt like I was already married, And what happened now? Guess what, guys? We still broke up. The relationship still broke. Everything scattered. We still broke the fuck up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now, answering the question, does meeting your parents or your partner's parents actually give you a sort of assurance? Well, it is supposed to give you a sort of assurance, but it depends on who you are rolling with. And you guys, you have to be careful to not prison yourself in a relationship because you feel your partner has met your parents, or because you feel you've met your partner's parents. I keep missing it because they're like P and P, so and stuff like that. Because I actually posted the same question on my Facebook and on my Instagram to see people's suggestions on stuff like that. Because in the actual sense, it gives you that upper hand. It's like, I respect you, I respect my parents. Like, if you respect your parents is when you introduce someone, you know what I mean? Like, you're serious about this person. So for me, I felt like, okay, meeting my man's parent was, something, it was something. I felt like we're making headway, like we are going somewhere, we are married. I am your missus, you're my mister, you're not going anywhere. You know what I mean? But it doesn't all the way guarantee that you guys are going to get married, because it's like a two-way thing, you know what I mean? So I actually dropped it here on my Facebook, and stuff like that, asking people's opinion. So I'm just gonna read a few responses, and that's just to give you a heads up, like, and then I'm going to tell you something before I start reading this. Someone mentioned something about he introduced his partner to his mom. Like, he loved her, that's why he did that. But guess what? Then she felt too comfortable and then started showing her inner self. You know what I mean? Like, she was a pain in the ass and all of that. And so sometimes now that is him caging himself if he decides to go up with the relationship, knowing that she's, you know, a pain in the ass and doesn't mean any good. You know what I mean? So you have to be careful. Like, I mean, it's a good thing to introduce your partners to your parent, because then it's give you some sort of security. Like, okay, like, those people know who I'm rolling with in case anything goes bad or stuff like that. Because some people are like psycho, and you know, like, somehow you just gotta let people know this is the person I'm rolling with in case you go missing. We gotta know who to call. You know what I'm saying? So I asked the question: does meeting his parents guarantee anything? Give your reasons or a short story. So someone saying nothing is guaranteed in a relationship. He can still call it off few minutes to the wedding. You know, keep your fingers crossed for the worst. Okay, someone said, my dear, I'll say your guarantee starts after you have signed the wedding register. You know? So, and someone said nothing is possible. It doesn't matter how. Like, anything, he can still run away and stuff like that. And so I think it was this guy that mentioned about his girlfriend. He said it doesn't guarantee anything, only that it shows his seriousness with you and trust. And trust me, most of the time that guy has the intention to move forward with it. So you see, which is good. There are 1,001 things that can make a man change his mind even after he has taken you to his parent. Well, that's quite reasonable. Like, okay, fine, let's say you introduce me to your parent and then I fuck up, like I mess up, then I totally understand, like, yeah, you don't have any reason to move on with the relationship because I'm toxic or whatever it is, or you notice, like, oh, you know. But for you to do it and just disregard that and not, you know, just or go about cheating, like, you introduce me to your parent but meanwhile you're still cheating, you're not serious and stuff like that. So that's different. I think that's actually reasonable and stuff. So basically, I don't want to read the whole thing because hella people feel like kind of have like the same answer. So I want to say, even if you met his whole village people, anything can still happen. And someone said it doesn't matter because some mothers and fathers are grand patron of their children's womanizing. Can you imagine? So you can imagine. So, like, you have to be careful. So basically, most of these responses, like, I'm going to do a screenshot and put them by this video because you guys really need to see people's responses, and which I totally agree with. It doesn't really guarantee something. Like, it should. But now I think people don't even regard that anymore and stuff like that. So when you meet someone, you meet their parents, good. It's a good move, it's a good step. So there's no exact time to when you should introduce them to your family. If you feel comfortable with this person, if you feel you can spend forever with this person, then it's fine. Go ahead and introduce them to your family. That is great, you know. But then you should still keep your fingers crossed because anything can happen. All right, guys. So for you, when do you think is the right time to introduce a partner to your parents? Do you think it actually holds water? What are your opinions? Drop it in the comment section and we're going to continue from there. All right, guys, that's for today's video. I just wanted to talk about this because I feel like most people actually have a misconception about it, that meeting your partner's parents is a guarantee that you're already married. Anything can happen, you know? So, all right, guys, drum rolls. I'm going to be reading in the comment sections to see what you guys have to say about this. And that will be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe and let us grow together. Thank you, guys.